Happy Sunday morning. It was sunny. It's kind of sunny. It's a little bit kind of cloudy, a little bit sunny. I'm slightly early to the game this morning, 2 minutes to 11. Better to be early than late, I say. So morning to everybody that's just joining. September 1. I don't know. I mean, I feel quite excited about September and a change of season. It's just weird to think I just don't know where this year's going. I don't know if anyone else is feeling like that, but morning, 2 minutes to 11. And good morning from Cork. Welcome, good morning. Happy Sunday. It is, I was just saying, it is a little bit, it's kind of sunny, cloudy. Sunny, cloudy. It looks better than it was yesterday though, because yesterday, which I was imagining was going to be a really sunny day, ended up just being quite cloudy, but oh no, the sun's coming out now, quite warm. And we were sitting outside for ages yesterday, just like in the evening. It was just so nice, and I lit a whole load of candles and everything felt super cozy. Morning from North London. Good morning to everybody joining us on a September the 1st, morning Belfast, September the 1st reset. Now, good morning from Gloucestershire, good morning. I had mentioned on the feed, morning Edinburgh, it's a nice place, lovely to have you joining. Morning Edinburgh, morning Glasgow, morning from Sunderland, hoping to get in the sea later. Oh my God, I'm impressed. Good morning from sunny northwest London, good morning Blackpool, good morning. Hello from Corsica, it's a nice place to be. We've missed you. Yes, I know, there's been a lot of design classes and travel. Hello Switzerland, hello Dublin, hello Toronto, you're up a little bit early. Hello from sunny Norway, beautiful places people are coming from. Hello from Dubai, lovely to have you on board Dubai. Hello from Italy and Brighton, goodness me. Welcome to everybody joining us. Good morning. Today is, and Yorkshire, today is all about, well, obviously you can ask me as many decorating questions as you want. Hold on, questions coming in. Morning Abigail, why some of your products aren't being sold in stores such as Fenwick anymore? We pulled out of Fenwick's, that's why. So I think it was in August or was it in July? We pulled out of Fenwick's. Didn't quite work out for us, and yeah, it's quite complicated. I won't go into all the kind of the history of it, but we can't really keep up with demand as it is. And then having to have a lot of stock in other stores is just very hard when we have this huge expansion going on in the US and all of our incredible community that buys AA products from us, and we just can't keep up. The US has literally catapulted everything into the stratosphere. So we're having to just keep stock to ourselves, a very small number of people in the UK, and then our international wholesalers. And that's kind of the morning tea side. That's kind of the way that we're moving forward. Anyway, today I will obviously answer any decorating questions you happen to have, and also tell you a little bit about what's coming up on the feed for September. Because as I was saying on my grid this morning when I was wrapped up in my sauna blanket, I happen to think that September is a really great way and a really great time to reset, because January is all well and good, but I find January really hard, but I find a season change really easy. So I'm re-looking at what I'm eating. I'm re-looking at my downtime. Well, not so much my downtime because it's actually getting even crazier. I'm re-looking at wellness. I'm re-looking at my home. So as we transition into the cooler months when we need our homes to feel, if you're this side of the world at least, luckily first day of spring for you in Australia, but if you're this side of the world, we want to make our homes as cozy as we possibly can. So there's lots of tricks and tips about how to do that. The biggest thing I want to tell you is if you're on the mailing list, and if you're not, why not? You would have had the heads up about how all our mushrooms, these guys, can you see this? All our mushrooms are now back in stock. 2 new colours, which have literally sold out in the US. We've had to pull some stock back to the UK. 2 new colours of mushrooms. So they're portable, they're battery operated, and you can plonk them anywhere. The biggest thing I want to tell you is, and I've been asked about this so much, and I'm so delighted to say, do I have difficulty falling asleep? No, I don't fall asleep at random times. I fall asleep immediately when I go to bed and then I wake up again. It's a huge problem. The biggest thing I want to tell you, it's such a game changer, and I don't think it was on the mail shot, is grass bush is back in stock while stocks last. I'm going to get it. Actually, I'm not going to get it. I'm going to take you on a tour. I'm going to take you on a tour of my grass bush. I'm so excited to have this back. Doo-doo-doo-doo. So I've got it tumbling over shelves. I've got it everywhere. I've got it tumbling over the POA here. One stem looks like, da-da! I'm so excited. We only literally had it in for a day last year and we haven't got tons of stock, which is why I'm telling you guys first. And then I'm not sure if I go out into the garden, if I'm going to lose reception, because I shove it everywhere. I mean, I literally shove it everywhere. So grass bush I would go to. You don't need to worry about even numbers with grass bush. Look, can you see? Before I lose connection, tumbling over there, tumbling over there. Oh my God, I'm so excited that it's finally come in, because I've had to wait so long for this stem and I get asked about it so much. I just don't think we're going to have enough to carry us through the season. But yeah, let me grab a stem actually, it might be easier. With something like grass bush, let me grab you, grass bush. You don't need to worry about odd and even numbers, because unlike a flower head, where you can, let's turn myself around, where you can very distinctly see the flower head, grass bush is just this mass, right? So you don't need to worry about going odd or even with that. And I literally have it, it's in my bathroom, it's in my hallway. It's one of those plants that just, yes, the 21% was only for our birthday. We cannot continue the 21% endlessly. So that was just the whole of August. And September 1 is all about new products and resetting, and all of these incredible portable lights have just come in. It's a crazy, like, containers are arriving every day, and it's mad because now we have two warehouses. We have a warehouse in America and a warehouse in the UK, and we just get all these notifications, and I'm like, which country am I in? Oh my God, they've just got, so the Americans haven't got grass bush yet. They've all pre-ordered it, but they haven't got it yet. And we've got it first, and it's just like this incredible hickledy-pokedy juggering act. We have it everywhere. Is that why it was out of stock? Yeah, I do have it everywhere. I do. Thanks for the spontaneous house tour. What a truly magical home you have curated. So inspiring. Oh, thank you. I think, another reason why I wanted to do this whole and talk about resetting, the whole resetting, whether it's recipes or wellness or interiors, is because a lot of people sort of feel quite negatively about going into the cooler months. The lack of light. Grass bush looks like my hair too. The lack of light, the cold, and I would say, oh, thank you for saying you love our portable lights, that's very kind. I would say, for me, it's all about embracing the seasons, right? There's something incredible when you live in a country where it's not always hot or it's not always cold. Like, you embrace the seasons, because if you think about it, the seasons, potentially interesting in this country with the summer we've just had, should only last for the shortest time before you move on to the next season. So it's all about kind of embracing the seasons. And I think that for me, being a bit of an interiors obsessive, the cooler months are cozy season. We're in our home more, we think about it more. And in the feed, I've got lots coming up for the whole month of September. Thank you for saying you love our portable lights. For the whole month of September, in how to reset everything. From rooms, from lighting. I agree, seasonality is exciting, and embrace the transitions. Is the blanket you have on your couch something coming back in stock soon? No, that's a really old. It's an old sheepskin. The Medina coffee table, I keep meaning to put that back in stock. It's just been so bonkers because we've had to massively upscale America. That it's taken all my attention away. I'm going to write down Medina now. Medina coffee table, which I bloody love also. That won't be till spring, summer, because the production time is about 5 months. Well, with the 6 months. But yeah, when you create a home that you never want to leave, which is all about how I feel here, by surrounding myself with pieces that feel incredibly tactile, it makes such a difference. So I think the big thing to ask yourself, and please ask me any decorating or interiors questions or wellnessy stuff that you want, but a big thing to ask yourself in your home, go into each and every room and ask yourself, how do I feel in this room? Does it make me feel like I never want to leave? With your growth in America, with your team, we have a team in America. Yes, we do. We have an incredible team in America. We have sales agents all over every state who are amazing. Amazing team. Amazing, amazing, amazing team to be part of. Can I ask where your wood panels behind your bed are from, please? Lasco, they're really old vintage pieces of wood, and they came from Lasco. Funnily enough, I'm actually potentially getting rid of them. I mean, not to resell, because I'll just repurpose them, but I'm potentially getting rid of them in that room. That room is on the list of having a reboot, and because the summer was so manic of flying to Australia and then America back and forth and blah, 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 it's really hard. I feel like I need to reset that bedroom because it gives me, out of all the rooms, it's the one I want to spend the least time in. Are you still doing the design tips if we send you a video? I'm not, I'm afraid. Any questions you have to ask me have to be specifically directed to this live, because everybody wants to send me all of their rooms, and if I spent time doing it, I wouldn't have a business. So I have to be really considered and really tough. And I know that sounds hard because it's like, oh, it's just one room, can you give me your tips? But you times that by thousands of people and I just literally wouldn't be able to run my business. So no, I'm not doing any consultations, I'm afraid. You can always, of course, come to a design class should you need help. Those 2 days for September are up, and then that's it for the year. I know lots of people want to come in the new year. I'm just working out the schedule because in January I have to be in America a lot again. So 2 months of the year I'm pretty much stateside at the moment because there's a lot of kind of back and forthing and quite interesting things happening stateside, of which I can't talk about. But I will be able to talk about as we get a little bit nearer to January. At the moment. Anyway, I was going to say that... Right, sorry, I'll answer your question for what I was going to say, and then I'll come back to my thought. Let me just write down my thought. Okay. Hold on. How did the growth in America capitulate? Really easy. We did, really easy. I mean, I say that like it was nothing. It wasn't nothing. Trade shows. So we exhibited at trade shows and sold out within the first month. And we were supposed to have stock for 7 months. And then that was in January. And then we upscaled for autumn winter this season, and so the trade shows are generally in the summer and in the winter, so July and August, and then it did 2 or 3 times more. It was literally bonk every day. I was like, oh my god, I feel sick. I mean, oh my god, it's amazing, and oh my god, I feel sick. Oh my god, it's amazing. Oh my god, I feel sick. So it was like, then I had to beg the factories, please, is there any way that, you know, we can just like, oh my god. And now it's a shame because there was this one incredible, I mean, I've sold it all to the Americans, but there's this one incredible wreath that I really wanted to have in the UK, but the system went slightly wrong and they pre-ordered all the stock, and so I can't have it over here, but all of these teething problems are getting better. Right, autumnal colours with lots of lamps. My favourite room is the dark and cocooning as the rest of the house is quite bright. Your lounge is basically rustic autumnal colours with lots of your lamps. My favourite room is dark and nice. But then you could always add a few more darker colours. Any suggestions for shoe storage in a tiny flat? You know what? I've got mine. God, I got this a while ago from French Connection. They've got like a woven cabinet. It's not that big. And I've just painted it the same colour as my room, and I've just put all my shoes there. So if you've got an area for like a woven cabinet in a hallway on a landing, it's quite nice to put them in there because it's not like such a clumpy piece of furniture, and I kind of painted over all that kind of wickery effect, and it really worked. Ordered the grass bush. Oh my god, you'll love it. You'll love the grass bush. Have you considered a design consult in Australia? My house will be available. No, I haven't. Unfortunately, I can't spread myself so thin to do consultations anymore. So I quit interior design about 10 years ago, and I just, because my passion really is running this business and propelling this business and designing product. Oh, you've ordered the grass bush stem. or Graham, you have to be really careful with these quantities. Make sure you've got exact quantities and don't oversell. Mm-hmm. There's been a few teething problems between the two warehouses where they're not syncing, so I just don't want to be... You've definitely got all the quantities on, right?
Yeah, trust me.
He says trust him. So if it goes out of stock, it will come up on the website as out of stock. But at the moment, we're okay. First order grass bush stem, how exciting. Literally cannot wait to see my new paint colours. How do you do a light mid-tone version of pickle? I would just go a little bit more earthy and warm. So earthy, earthy, earthy and warm will really help you out. Any kind of warm colour that's earthy and soft will look beautiful. My spectacles are from Cubits. And look at this. Look how they do this at the side. Isn't that nice how it all flares out like that? It's called like a paddle board. Like a paddle board. Cubits are my glasses. They're my new glasses, actually. Thank you for noticing. I just ordered the Drongo fabric pendant. Oh, nice. Graham, do we still stock the light bulb holder that goes with the Drongo pendant? Could you have a look for me, honey?
Yeah.
He's checking. I'll get back to you. Are you still doing intermittent fasting? Is this your way of life now? Interesting that you asked me that, actually. Yes and no. I mean, I'm only eating 2 meals a day. Hello from Donegal. I'm only eating 2 meals a day. But I'm going to about 15 hours before I have... So basically, if you have a coffee with milk or plant milk or whatever, you're breaking the fast. And so I'm going to about 15 hours. And then I'm having a coffee with milk. Does that make sense? And yes, I only ever eat 2 meals a day. I don't need 3 meals a day. I'm not hungry for 3 meals a day. I've really reduced carbs. The weight loss has really been reduction of carbs, to be honest, more than the fasting, I would say. The fasting really kick-started it. And now because I get up at 5, so my 10 o'clock is 5 hours into my day. And I need to have a coffee by then, otherwise I'm literally... And although I can have a black coffee, I don't get any enjoyment out of black coffee because it's down in 1. Whereas when you have a coffee with milk, you linger longer and it's just a nice experience and blah, blah, blah. So I can't go beyond 10. And yeah, it's quite hard if I'm eating at like 7. Are they in?
I'm not sure. I'm working on it.
He's checking for your... light bulb hanging. Hello from Donegal. Just ordered the portable noir lamp. Oh, that's so sweet. Just started to finish some rooms of my renovation. Started by lighting. I talk about this a lot in my design classes, and I talk about this a lot on my grid on social. The most magical thing that you can do to your home, and it doesn't matter where you buy your lights from, me or anyone else, is add more lighting that feels comfortable. Because when you use table lamps and portable lamps, let me show you. You get these little pockets of glow. And when you get these little pockets of glow, you're adding such incredible atmosphere to a space. And the reason I'm so obsessed with table lights is look at that little pocket of glow. And then you go into shadow. Shadows should never be eliminated because they add depth and intrigue. So little pocket of glow and little pocket of glow. By the way, this is coming in soon. Cannot wait. And oh look, I just styled this little vignette. This is our TV, which is an art TV, which I never have on. This is a sound bar. I put a piece of art over it, on it, a little lamp and some Santa Maria Novella pot pouring. Isn't that sweet? One of our new vases. Oh my God, I'm obsessed with this vase. I have another one somewhere. Where's the other one? That's just landed on site. Oh, here. Yeah.
I know we're out of stock. There's a couple in Islington, that's it.
There you go. Oh, have they got them in the basement, honey?
Yeah, there's a couple.
Okay, with your Drongo electrical, the store has some and has some in stock in their basement, and they can send to you. So if you email islingtonstore@abigailahern.com, that's islingtonstore@abigailahern.com, and tell them Abby said on her live you can pay for it over the phone or however you want to pay for it, and then you can send it to them. They can send it to you. It's just not in our warehouse. So your Drongo will go out from our warehouse, and if you want the electrical, the store will send it separately. Does that make sense? And they've only got a couple remaining. One feature wall in...
Kindle or paper?
Book, please. Thanks. One feature wall in darkish blue, rest white, how to decorate beige bronze. One feature wall in darkish blue, rest white. Yes. It's quite contrasty, dark blue and white. If you can possibly get the white down to a softer colour, it would look even nicer. But lots of bronzes, yes. Lots of bronzes and beiges and latte browns will really help soften it. You just have to be really careful with feature walls when you're going really dark and really light, because it's very contrasty. So sometimes on feature walls, you would want to echo a lot more of that colour back. Does that make sense? So it just feels a little bit more connected. I have an L shape, but blue is a really beautiful colour. So it might be nice to go more kind of, you know, that depth of that blue. It might be nice to go more charcoaly and then add some real warmer tones to break up the real, we've basically got to break up the really dark with the really light because it doesn't harmonise. So we've just got to add some of those darker tones into accessories. And then when you're going lighter tones, never white now, just like really warm calicos and soft earthy colours, baked clay, right? All of that will really help you out. Have an L-shaped kitchen into a living room. I'm not quite sure what you need from me. Are you feeling better with your new diet? Oh, it's game changing for me. Energy wise, really reducing carbs, energy wise, lost 2 stone without really consciously losing 2 stone. Don't have any bloating, fit into clothes I haven't worn for 12 years but kept in the back of my wardrobe. It makes me want to exercise more and eat better, and yeah, I'd never go back. I mean, listen, I didn't really realise how carbs affected me. They just made me feel bloated and sluggish. And that's not sluggish. And that's not to say I'm not eating carbs, because I am eating carbs. I'm just not eating rice and bread and pasta. Occasionally I might have a risotto, like they've just got this incredible dish for like this fish risotto, which is really, really yummy. But that would be in 1 week, I would have that. And I will have beans, like chickpeas and black beans, but not the big carbs. Really recommend probiotic homemade yogurts. Oh, nice. I have kefir yogurts from Riverford, which I get delivered every week. OM is a different colour. What different colour curtains look weird? Thanks. I'm not quite sure what OM is, sorry. I don't know what you mean. How did you start the AA brand? Gosh, I was working in America as an interior designer for a number of years, came back here, decided I kind of didn't want to do interior design anymore, and thought that it would be cool to set up a store. Bought from a load of third parties, and then would see images in my head of products that I couldn't find anywhere else, so then started designing it. And then due to social media and a little bit of TV and 5 books, other stores around the world wanted to buy into it. So now we have a wholesale business and a retail business, and that's it in a nutshell, which has kind of taken 21 years to get to, but in a nutshell, that's kind of how it began. I'm a complete pocket of glow convert. In a windowless loo, I'm painting the walls dark. The light cream floor has to stay. What colour would the ceiling be? Same colour as your 100%. Do not paint your ceiling light. Do not. Because it will just look awful with a cream floor. Don't worry about your cream floor. But you don't want to have this dark walls and then top to tail, cream floor, cream ceiling. You want to get your ceiling dark, same colour as your walls. Game changing. I love that little light on the table. Where is it landing? This one, that's vintage. Never. Your electricity bill must be humongous. No, not at all. It's not humongous. There's lots of portables. I mean, the thing is that when you're actually in the grand scheme of things, the cost of running a light bulb is so small, right? It just really is. And also, you know, in the day, I don't have all these lights on. They're all on because I'm not here in the day, I'm up there. And Graham has got his desk lights on, it's really isolated. So these lights come on if I'm down here in the day, like on a weekend, or in the evening. But generally, running a light bulb is really not that expensive. And also, I have to say, like, the power of candlelight is so incredible at this time of year. So there's lots of different ways that you can get the glow, right? There's so many different ways that you can get the glow, but it's so important. Shadows are where it's at, yes. It's so important. Reading about how glimmers are what leads to happiness. Glimmers can be something beautiful or feeling. Yes. It's a really good point because shadow is often really under-considered, but shadow adds depth and intrigue. And there's a whole book on the mystery of shadow and how shadows are really important to interiors. And if you watch any incredible cinematic movie, like a Tom Ford movie, the lighting is perfection. Just beams of light. It's not overly lit like this, just pockets and beams of light which give you, in your space, the incredible glow. Is a Drongo named after a venture game? No. Glasses are from Cubits. Glasses are from Cubits. Cubbits. Good morning. I'm in holiday from Croatia. Good morning. Hello from Australia. Hello from Australia. Any plans to move over the next few years? Countries, maybe. Houses, no. I don't really want to move anywhere in the UK. Quite happy here in London. Potentially countries, but who knows. Did you find interior designing stressful? I did not enjoy it. No, hated it. Did it for a number of years, but really hated it. Much prefer not working with clients, if I'm really honest. I found, actually, I'm sort of teasing a bit. I found working on commercial interiors fabulous. Hotels, restaurants, spas, fabulous. There's a budget, everything gets signed off, amazing. When you work on people's houses, it takes forever and a day. You're having to have conversations with 100 different people, and I just didn't find it enjoyable. In fact, I actually really, in the end, it made me incredibly miserable. And it was the easiest thing, the best thing I've ever done was stop interior designing, because I really hated it. I just hated it. And also I found, and that's not being disrespectful to all the clients I had, but I think the biggest thing that holds people back is fear. So if I would suggest something, and I don't mean I need it to be my way or the highway, because obviously it's all about the client loving their house, but too often or not, things were squashed because they were scared it wasn't going to work. And my answer to that is, then please don't hire me, just go do it yourself. Like, I'm trying to bring magic to an interior, and it was just the constant battle. Shall I paint? I don't think I should paint my ceiling because it will be depressing, and then I'd have to bring them all here, and they're like, oh no, it's fine. And it was just this, I was just over the battle, and it didn't bring me any joy. So no, I hated it. Grassy shadow on ceiling looks great. Oh, doesn't it just? Oh yeah, I didn't notice that. Nice. Black and white floor tiles. What colour would you suggest painting the walls? Oh, I'd go a lovely burnt toffee. Having a date on Islington to visit your store at the end of the month. Oh, nice. Camden Passage is really sweet. I don't know what day you're going, but there's a market there on a Wednesday and a Friday, and that's really sweet. Ottolenghi is quite nice for lunch. Islington Green, which is almost opposite the store at an angle, has got, I can't remember that restaurant that's next to Waterstones, which is really sweet for a glass of wine or a nice salad. That's a really nice thing to do. There's quite a lot to do in Islington, actually. Sorry, Tom Ford, A Single Man. Tom Ford, A Single Man is the movie to watch if you want to get obsessed with lighting. The lighting is another level, and that's how this house looks, particularly in the evening. Want to add colour to kitchen diner with modern dark grey kitchen. Suggestions for a sofa colour. I think because your kitchen is a cool colour, you've got to add a warm colour. Do not add a cool colour, because then it can go a little bit sterile. So just think with grey and dark grey, which is a nice colour, a lovely burnt toffee would be another level of gorgeousness. And into that burnt toffees, sort of dirty pinks and caramels and oh my God, a little bit of green. So beautiful. Large open plan, family room, just finished. What do you think about colour drenching the whole space, or should there be different tones? You know, I've got quite a large walk-through space. I'll demo this. If you haven't got what I've got, which is beams to literally break up the colour right here. So I can transition from this colour to this colour quite easily. If the wall just went straight from here, this green, into another flat wall, you can't break the colour up. But if you've got things that break it off, like the odd wall or something, or beams, absolutely do it. Or pillars, does that make sense? Will there be any lambscool throws coming in? Nice colours? Yes, there will. I'm not sure when they're landing. I think October they're landing. It costs 7p to run a lamp bulb for 24 hours. Oh, that's interesting that you found that out. Yeah, you just, it's not really any money. And also I think, the thing is, obviously we all have to be conscious of costs, right? But as I said, down here, yes, there are quite a lot of lights on, but if I'm not down here, these lights are not on, right? They're not on. They're not on in every room. They all are operated. Oh, I was going to go, where's my phone? I'm talking to my phone. They're all operated by my phone. One switch, all off. Very easy to do. What made you decide to open your store? I got bored with interior design and I just wanted to open a retail store to give people the opportunity to buy products that literally made you want to linger longer in your homes. This home is a fusion of pieces I've designed, vintage, bit of flea market, but I never want to leave it. And I found that a lot of homeware stores were quite bland and boring. And I thought there was a gap to offer something different to the market. And that's how it all began. Large, just being finished. When thinking about paint, should I colour? I answered that. Painting ceiling the same colour, best thing I ever did. I know, the best thing. What's your thoughts on having an American style fridge freezer in the kitchen freestanding? I always want my fridges to go away. Like I don't want to see them. So if you can get it behind cabinetry, do it. Or if you love it, don't. Clients can be a nightmare. How does one go about working for you? Asking for a friend. We don't have any. I'm trying to think if we've got any roles coming up in the short term. We don't, but you can always email customer services at abigailahern.com and with your CV, and we can keep everything on file. I'm renting and have 2 ugly metal small chandeliers. I don't use them. Any ideas how to cover and make a statement? I don't know how you can cover them. The only thing that you can do, and I say this a lot, is if you've got anything in your room that is ugly, right? Ugly radiators, ugly fires, we need to distract the eye and get it off the ugly. Get it off the ugly by putting other things in the space that will totally tantalise you. Lighting, tea lights, cushions, throws, that's what we kind of want to do. So we just want to go, the eye won't even notice that ugly thing because it's dragged here and it's dragged there and it's dragged there with all of these lovely little accessories that kind of make the eye dance around the room. I'm not sure how else you could cover them. What style artwork works best with your decor framing? Any. White, gilded, no frames, everything. Literally have everything. Could you share the green on your walls? Madison grey, but we're not making it anymore because our factory has unexpectedly closed down. All paints will be end of January. Whole new paints. I think there's 35 now coming in, new ones. I've got some blue and white plates that I'd like to display in my northeast facing room. What colour would make them pop? I would go in neutral and like a warm earthy. So I want to say again like a baked clay, like a really soft latte colour, which is warm because the blue's cold. So you don't really want to go a cool colour, you want to go a warm colour. That will make it look really amazing. I can't wait for the new paint colour either. I really, really, really can't. I'm hoping that I will be getting samples soon and I can start playing with them in the house.
What do you do?
Do you think it's more cost effective to have USB chargeable lamps in comparison to battery operated lamps? That's a you question, Graham.
What's the question?
Is it more cost effective to have a USB chargeable lamp in comparison to a battery operated lamp? I mean, all our battery operated lamps are rechargeable, so we just put it in a recharging set. I can't think there's much in it, can you?
There's probably not much in it because it depends so much on the light fitting or whatever. I would have thought the basic.
He says there's probably not much in it. I would say. I mean, all the batteries are rechargeable, which we use, and it's just a mix, right? It's just a mix. I have a shop. It's like a Dickensian, really old. What colours would you suggest? I'm going to sell candles and second-hand furniture, pottery. Always, always, always warm earthy, because it just wraps you in a snug, big snuggy blanket. More on that coming up in September. How we all want our homes. Well, I don't know if you do, but I need my home to wrap me up in a big snacky blanket. Sorry, itchy nose. And when you use earthy warm colours, you do. It's a rented apartment, so not allowed to change the wall colour, just reaping the blue, black in the carpet, etc. when we used to rent in America, we went to the art shop and bought big canvases like you can get from Kaz Arts, which is a UK art shop, really huge canvases for like 50, 60, 70 quid. And then we painted them a really lovely, warm, earthy colour and just propped them against the wall, if you're not allowed to bang into against the wall. And we were allowed to put things on the wall. We also hung incredible rugs on the wall, and that looked really beautiful, and that will really help. The name of the film, oh my goodness, it's now just left me. It's a Tom Ford movie, and we were just talking about it. Can someone tell me? I can't remember. Recently, it's a Tom Ford. Hold on, let me just Google Tom Ford. People are telling you to be quiet, honey.
I'm working.
Single Man. Honey,
Yes.
don't worry about doing all the bags.
No, I'm not.
I recently renovated our furniture and handicraft store, a bit unsure about the best way to hang items without ending up with too many nail holes on the wall. Any suggestions for aesthetically good nail? Oh my goodness, I'm not the person to ask about aesthetically good nails, I'm afraid. That's way too practical for me. Reward points but no code, sent grass bush in basket, cannot check out. That's a question for customer services, I'm afraid. I can't help you with anything like that. I just run the biz and I can't help you on that. But if you email customer services at abigailahern.com, they're back in on Monday, and I'm hoping that we won't sell out by then. I'm sure we won't. If you're replacing all your windows, would you have same colour inside and out? I'm thinking Crittall. Yes. I love Crittall. I love Crittall. I'm looking for a rust colour chair to add contrast to espresso martini coloured walls. Oh my God, can you wait 2 weeks? Because we've got such an amazing one coming in. So beautiful. So beautiful. Probably go up on the 19th of September. How do I know that? Because this chair is in my head because I need it. And that's when it's landing. 19th, 20th. Graham's Plastics Brands, I know. Have you any incense online? So I can't find any. No. We're getting more in, and the ones that we sell in store, because we can't keep up with demand, we haven't put online yet. But if you're in the store, you can get it. It's pretty amazing. Best paint colour to go with tobacco leather sofas for basement. Oh, I would think a lovely greeny colour, like an earthy green would be amazing. Like the thing about tobacco is it's quite a warm colour, right? And then if you add it to like a greeny colour, really soft, earthy greeny colour, that's a really beautiful combination. Open space living room, from front door, you're immediately in the living room. Should it be separated? You could actually, it's quite a nice breaking point. I mean, it's quite nice if you have that ability to come. Most of us have quite a narrow hallway, which is quite hard to make look amazing before we even get to nice rooms in our house. Excuse me. But if you have that ability where suddenly you're in the living room and it's amazing, absolutely. I mean, that's great. Don't think that as a negative, think that as a positive. And yes, by all means have a console table there, but you don't have to, because you're suddenly in your wonderland, right? And most of us have to go through quite a small area before we get into our wonderland. And the trick is making that small area feel really amazing. Large open plan kitchen with navy blue cabinets, originally painted walls, bright blue. Hold on, let me read this again. Large open plan kitchen with navy blue cabinets, originally painted walls bright white, but what would be, oh my goodness, blue. If you have a lovely navy and a calico-y soft brown, a creamy soft brown, beautiful, really beautiful. What material would you recommend for flooring in a flat? Best the same through, made a mistake with a light grey colour and it feels too cold. Yeah, the trouble with going for cool colours is they always make rooms feel cold. So if you have cool colours in your rooms, not ideally, but generally grey, that's a cool colour. So immediately you're kind of on the back foot with snugging it up because it's a cool colour and it's not a very warm colour. Interestingly enough, I'm wearing this grey, which I never ever wear because it's a cool colour. I did this analysis the other day and realised that most of the clothes in my wardrobe are warmer as opposed to cooler. Anyway. What colour Faramball is similar to Baked Clay? I don't know. I don't know what Faramball's paints are. Right, hold on. Colour. I can't really tell you exactly because I don't try them. But it kind of this colour, right? Like And you need to make sure it's warm, not cold. But like mouse back looks quite nice. That's quite a warm colour. Dead salmon. Oh, dead salmon. Let's have a look at that. It looks brown and now it's gone pink. Dead salmon, that's quite a nice colour. That looks pinky, but on your screen it's brown. So that will sort of stand you in the stead. Anyway, with your floor, yeah, you need to kind of go, I don't know if you're thinking of tiling it or carpeting it, but just warm as you possibly can. Any kind of wood, or there's some lovely laminates that emulate parquet, which are really lovely. Because you have been forced to change paint supplier, will you have to paint your whole house with the new colours? You're both going to be busy. No, I'm not, because I have stock for many years to go. Because we have to paint the house quite a lot because it's a shoot location for our own brand, and we have design classes, we've generally got quite a lot of backup paint. So whilst I might be changing a few rooms, for example, a lot of these rooms I don't have to worry about for a very long time, which is a nice thing. Any tips and tricks for borrowing white walls in a rental? Art will really help you. Mirrors will really help you because they'll bounce the light around. Hanging rugs from walls are amazing because they will add pattern and movement and colour and texture. Canvases, amazing. In fact, if you're really clever, you don't need to be really clever. This is the trick with canvases on a rental. Go supersized. So when I say supersized, I don't mean like paint a canvas like this. I mean supersized, and just paint it one colour. Just get some emulsion and paint it one colour, or you could lime wash it and it will look like a Rothko. You know how Rothko, or just Google Rothko if you're not too sure, but just a colour, beautiful, on the wall, amazing, beautiful. Literally. Where do I look for cool art? Gosh, Nellie Duff does really cool art. Prints, that is. Unsplash is a site that photographers have given all their work to for free. Unsplash.com, and you can download it for nothing and give it to a printer. So we use Silo Press a lot to print things out. Single man, thank you. And that's really good for photography perspective. You can also do incredible things with, I was playing around with this the other day. I took a photograph on my phone of the forest when I was in California, and I put it into AI, and it gave it this kind of, it just has all these different effects, and I'm like, oh, I really want to print that up. So there's so many things that you can actually do. Single man, single man, single man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What colour walls for south-facing bedroom? I would always, even with houses or apartments that are orientated to the warmer south, I would also go warm, warm on warm on warm. What's your take on mixing new with old? Always, always, always. Never have one look. The more you mix, the more dynamic the interior. The less you mix, the more one look the interior. Mixing is literally key. You can have a sneak peek. If I go out, I put my garden on Instagram yesterday when I was lighting candles. If I go out too much, I'm going to lose connection with you, but I'll probably be able to get just past the door before it goes. So it's probably going to cut out in a minute. But here is our little seat, here's our kitchen, and then down the garden path to the cabin. That's the garden. Oh, it's so nice out here today. About to update my kitchen. Do you suggest dark or work benches? I guess it really depends. My bench top is dark, which really works with the caramel and looks really nice, but you could also go light. There is no wrong, there is no right. What colour is the ceiling behind you? It's pickle, same as my units, but we don't sell it anymore. Morning, guys. What make is your milk frother? Severins. Morning, morning. Sevrins. Milk, always from Ivy House. Best milk on the planet, comes from Jersey. We get it delivered online from Farm Direct, or I go to Neal's Yard in Borough Market. It's the only milk I'll drink. It is amazing. And the coffee is from Coleman, Coleman. Would you ever buy a divan bed? I might. I don't know. I've never really thought about it. But yes. Looking to update my kitchen. Thinking of painting walls and cabinets the same colour. Trying to convince hubby to agree. What's your thoughts? beautiful. I think that will look really beautiful. And then anything that you put in your kitchen, like lights on a counter or game changing, will literally pop. Tell your hubby to do it. I made a bad mistake with an expensive kitchen many years ago, and I want to replace the doors. Do you have any budget suggestions on where I can find kitchen doors? Can't paint them, horrid handles. Okay, so what we did years ago is we went to B&Q. Am I right?
What's that?
With the kitchen doors.
Yes,
When we had the IKEA kitchen.
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
this
size.
this is the cheapest thing that you'll ever do to a kitchen. You're going to love me. We went to B&Q, and B&Q offer a free cutting service. And
you had to pay after a certain thing, but it's some minimal fee.
yeah, he's saying you had to pay after doing hundreds, but it's a minimal fee. And we used MDF, and what was it, like 10 quid a door? It's no money.
Probably not that.
Yeah, he said it's not even that. So MDF is what you do. Measure your kitchen doors, go to B&Q, measure your kitchen doors and the thickness, go to B&Q. Get them to cut MDF, the exact same size as your kitchen doors. Paint your kitchen doors. Done. So transformative. What would you do with white PVC double glazed French doors? I would paint them with a product called Zenser, Z-I-N-S-S-E-R, Z-I-N-S-S-E-R, and then paint them the same colour as your interior. Game changing. To change colour in rentals, stick clear vinyl and paint over it. It removes easily with a bit of heat applied. Oh, that's a really good trick. Never thought of that. Thank you. Which are embedded into the doors. Where did you do the colour analysis? I'm a bit confused. What do you mean? My small bathroom has large-scale pale grey concrete effect tiles. What colours would work? Walls, floors and ceiling. I want you to go warm, like a lovely terracotta-y, toffee, just a really warm colour will make all the difference because it's cool and it's grey. So we have to just go warm, 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 warm. Honey, do you mind turning the oven on? Paint over the colour of the room, Zinzo, that's it, Z-I-N-S-S-E-R. Thanks for all your advice, love the lives, welcome. Thinking of millboard for outside into inside, would you recommend? I love millboard. I mean, I've got millboard in the store, if you ever go into the store in Islington. I've got millboard in my bathroom floor upstairs. I've got millboard in my garden, beautiful, love it. Love the idea of parquet laminate, any cabinet. No, but my sister who moved into her house a couple of years ago, it was already down, and it's a lovely, just Google parquet laminate. It's so beautiful because it's got a bit of pattern on it and it doesn't feel so flat, and it's just beautiful. Best colour walls for bright south facing lounge. I would go green, like a really soft green or a lovely earthy brown, or any kind of toffee would look really beautiful, just beautiful. 1830s cottage, middle room is 6 metres by 3 metres and quite dark. What colour would you suggest? I mean, I'm going to say the same thing to everybody, warm. The warmer and earthier you can go, the better. Because the thing with going for warm colours on your walls is you're already halfway there in creating the snuggest place on earth. So if you don't know what a warm colour and a cool colour is, literally just go onto the colour wheel and you'll see the warm colours and the cool colours. So cools are blues and greys and silvers, and warms are pinks and yellows and warm browns. You know, it will just work out where you sit and it will make such a difference. We got my granddaughter a large tapestry for a university wall. That's lovely. I'm selling my botanical prints if anyone is into that art-wise. Nice. Anywhere I could get a virtual tour of your store, any post or video to see how you hang things. Maybe there's something on the grid. I'm sure there's stuff on the grid of when I've walked around the store. Just go onto the Instagram feed and I'm sure there's something there. Love the new pieces of your new fall collection that landed this morning. Thank you. Especially the cactus vase. Oh, actually, let me see if is it up? Ah! Hold your horses. Where is it? Oh my goodness, all the fall botanicals have gone up. Fall botanicals are on. Oh, look at this guy. Look. He's so sweet. Hold on. Like, we've got these little, look at him. He's a little pot, and he's a tortoise, and he's all bobbly wobbly. Really sweet for putting grass bush in, actually. And he has a partner. Choose the cactus vase. Where's the cactus vase? Where's the cactus vase? Honey, where's the cactus vase? Is the cactus vase just called cactus? Oh, here. So then he has this buddy. Oh, is that sweet? Oh, I love that vase too. Thank you. Especially cactus vase, all more things be gradually, I mean, this is crazy month, right? September and into the first week of October everything is landing. It's all landing for autumn, winter and Christmas. So everything is landing. Sculptures and lighting. Furniture. I mean, if you think that our Saskias are a little bit shaggy, just wait. We've shagged up. And we've gone mountain chic and very Yeti. I can't wait to show you. What colour walls for east-facing bedroom do you think? I mean, London Clay by Farrow & Ball is beautiful. It's a bit like Crosby. That could look really beautiful. I have a kitchen open plan area. I love how one end looks but can't seem to make the other end work or look right. Do you have any suggestions? Whatever you're loving down that end, I want you to write down why you're loving it. Are you loving it because of the colour? Are you loving it because what's in it? If you're loving it because what's in it, write down what's in it that you love. Is it a material? Is it a particular shape? And then echo that in the colour that in the area that you don't love. So whatever you love in a room, like that's what I've done to my bedroom, right? My bedroom, I've had the same for like 10 years and I'm just not loving it anymore. And the big thing that I'm not loving is that wooden wall. And my sister's like, are you mad? And I can't explain why I don't love that wooden wall in the bedroom anymore. I just feel I need to go softer somehow. So I write down what I don't love, and then I write down in rooms that I love what I love, and then just repeat back. Do you decorate putting high? Yeah, you want to, when you decorate, you always want to think of the biggest thing first, and you want to create a cityscape with your things, so you want them all at different levels, but you always want to take the eye high, so you always decorate with the largest thing first, whether that's a print, a painting, a mirror. You go high first and then go around it. You keep missing my question. Sorry, ask me your question, I'll watch out for it. Bert and Wilma, ask my question, I'll watch out for it. I took these photos for you this week. I'll ping them over. Oh, there you go. I'm having a dark brown antique look leather sofa and dark wood furniture, high ceilings. What colour would you recommend for the walls? Maybe a lovely kind of cream would be nice. I would go like a creamy, soft calico. You're both genius. Oh, thank you, but I don't think I am. Can you recommend a colour that I can use to marry pickle and fog colours together? Just painting my kitchen cabinets in pickle. I don't know other people's colours. I'm sorry. I just don't. I can't really worry about what other brands are doing paint-wise because I can't have it sort of in my head with when I'm doing my new colours. So I'm right in the middle of mixing all these new colours and I don't want to see what's on the market because I just feel like I don't want it to invade my thoughts. I know that sounds really weird. I just kind of don't. I mean, that's how I sort of go about everything. I don't want to see what chairs are out there. I don't want to see what coffee tables are out there. Because I think it will just come into my head. Does that make sense? Colour analysis for your dressing clothes. What does that mean? I'm not sure. Sorry. I want to clad house with millboard. Can I ask Graham if this is easy to do and if he thinks he's free next month? Millboard, cladding your house in millboard. I mean, that's a really expensive thing to do.
Yeah, but OTT. Technically you can do it.
He's saying technically you can do it. The best people to talk to are millboard, but it's super expensive. Shaggy palm lamps. It's on the list. Millboard now do a new range of cladding. Oh, there you go. They have cladding, which will probably be much better because this is really thick. Do you have any home textile places to go? No, I don't know anything outside of my own brand. Sorry. I just can't. I never look at what anybody else is doing. So I'm sure all our fabulous community can help you out, but I'm the worst person to ask because I'm too embroiled in all things AA. Excuse me 1 minute. I just want to tell Graham what the lunch is. Graham,
Yes.
It's page 110.
Oh,
Donna, weekend.
okay.
East facing bedroom colours, please. browns, creams, earthy baked clays, olives, toffees, pinks, soft terracotteries, beautiful. What colour can I paint the walls of my south-facing bedroom? Has very big windows. Greens are always really beautiful. Any tips for outdoor seating in autumn? I mean, I sit outside quite a lot in autumn with big throws and blankets around me. I was sitting outside last night with a portable heater, which I really loved. He is online, the tortoise. He comes in 2 sizes. That's what I tend to do. So just take a lot more stuff out and sit outside, which is really lovely. Yeah, tortoise is now online. Oh, you like the tortoise? Oh, thank you. I like the tortoise. He's been so long in coming as well. Last summer. It was so hard working a year in advance because then you just get so excited about it at the time and then you just forget about it. But I love how, I think he's very giftable, but I love the texture, so you don't always have to have something in it, which I love. I adore the tortoise with an earthy moss green work in a very bright white clinical. Oh yes, that's beautiful. That's really beautiful.
Sorry, what page again?
Do you have any new bits in your home? 110 Donna Weekend. Thank you. New bits in my home. Yes, the art that I showed you. The 2 new beautiful black vessels that I showed you. Like, I love this one. The portables I'm not allowed to have because we never have enough stock, and then the team get mad that I pinch them. Which is really annoying. Graham, you're just going to have to go and get me some.
Yes, boss.
Because it's too annoying. These, I mean, look how beautiful these are. What I wanted with this sounds so weird. This is the thought process, right, with this pot. I wanted the fingers that made them to be imprinted in them. Can you see the fingers that made them? So it's got this incredible wabby-sabby, just beautiful sensibility of the artisans that actually crafted this. And I love the fact it's black. And I love the fact the head isn't very big, so you don't need lots of flowers in it. Love it! Oh, I love a new season. I love a new season. And then in next, I want to say the 4th of September, there's some incredible boucle pieces arriving.
Toasted spiced lentil salad?
No.
No? 124?
No, 110.
110.
Charred roasted broccoli and halloumi.
Charred roasted broccoli, yeah.
Please, can I give you a couple of tips? Can you make sure the broccoli is washed and cut quite small?
Okay, anything else?
Thanks, honey. I have cooked for 7 days.
Who cooked last night?
Graham cooked last night because I mentioned that I had cooked for 7 days, and that literally is every single lunch, because nothing is a sandwich, everything is made, and every single supper. And last night I went on strike. And I said I didn't mind if I didn't eat, but I was not going to cook because I was just really into sitting outside and the heater was on and it was really lovely, and I'm on strike. And Graham hates cooking. But sometimes it's really nice just to have a little bit of help and not always do it because, you know, everything is a recipe, everything is made from scratch. And so, anyway, I moan on. Victorian house breakfast room has a large sash window, but it's dark room as the window looks out to the stairway. Should I embrace the dark? Yes, embrace the dark. Please do. Yay for Yeti. Yay for Yeti. I mean, when I'm saying Yeti, you won't actually believe it. You won't believe it. The sample cell was one, the palm lamp was the sample cell that we just found in the back of the basement. So no. Would we bring about the shaggy palm? No, not at the moment, sorry. What colour for a west-facing bathroom? Greens, browns, pinks. Beautiful, soft colours. More paints, yes. All launching 31st of January, 35 colours in the selection. Really beautiful colours also, just in the mixing stage at the moment. Would your baked clay, when it comes out, it's not coming out again. Those colours that we had, that we've now gone offline, are not going to be replicated with our new factory because I can't get the ingredients from my old factory. They will not provide them. So I can't give you the exact formula with these new colours. They will emulate it, but they won't be exact. So you couldn't paint over, you couldn't touch it up with these new colours, if that makes sense. Because unfortunately, Dulux has decided that Craig & Rose, which is our paint factory in Scotland, to close it, and they're not doing any designer paints with very little warning and little help in ingredients and blah, blah, blah. So we've now gone to an incredible company that produce paints for America also, which means that we can now sell into America because they have whole paint factory in America and Europe and the UK. They're much bigger, and it will sort out all of these problems, plus delivery, which was the bane of our lives with Craig & Rose because they took so long to do anything. And I won't go into the problems with that company. So many stresses. This company, 3 to 5 days, you get it. And it's amazing. It's really amazing. And also a finish, we're working on a finish that you can actually do this too, and it doesn't get dirty. It's quite amazing. All in the process. There's a lot of Zooms right now. I have a pale cream stair carpet with black panelling and banisters. What colour walls would look good? I want to say a lovely soft brown, because brown and cream and black are beautiful. Millboard do cladding, amazing. I thought you said you were wearing grey today, and did you colour analysis? No, I don't. This is just, I don't have any grey in my wardrobe apart from this, which someone sent me, I didn't choose. I would generally not go for grey. I don't mind grey, I wear it very occasionally. I wear a lot more warmer colours and cool colours, which is a subconscious thing. The reason I'm wearing this is, well, it's quite a nice little vest, but also I'm wearing it back to front. This is terrible because my t-shirt is really creased, and I thought if I put it on, I'll look like a complete scruff bag. And so I've tied the neck with my bobble, and then behind me, look, hold on, I have to pull up my jeans. Look, can you see? This should be at the front. But I'm like, oh my God, I've got 5 minutes to get on air, and it's hiding my scruffy t-shirt. And I do like it, I actually quite like it this way if I had a jacket on underneath. I just don't wear a lot of grey. But I would then wear it with a jacket in a warm tone. Does that make sense? Have a good mind to complain to Craig & Rose with holding it. I know. Please don't even... And they won't listen or care. I mean, they're all shut down anyway. So there's nothing that you can... I mean, I've complained to the highest. Just don't get me on it. How many grass bush for a purse-sized vase would you suggest? I will take you over. Oh, what's going on over here?
I'm cooking.
It's a little bit of a mess. Normally we have it all nicely compartmented. Graham's got a knife, keep out of the way. Right, how many have I got in the Poa? 1, 2. So that neck is like this. And then 1. Oh, sorry guys. 2, yeah, 2 is fine. You don't need more than 2. Look. What are your thoughts on wallpaper? Oh, I've got lots of thoughts on wallpaper. Might have to wait till March to know all my thoughts on wallpaper. But beautiful. Textured beautiful. If you can wait till March. So today lunch is charred roasted broccoli and halloumi. And then supper is... Oh, bean and feta patties with, more broccoli with sun-dried tomatoes and harissa. Double broccoli day. How to make mirrors look less cliche and living room setup and more artistic. I mean, it's beautiful if you can trail fairy lights over them. It's beautiful, actually, if I talk about mirrors. Let me just show you mine. If you actually butt things in front of them, like butt things in front of. See how beautiful that is? Just that and that. Or things overlapping. You always want things overlapping. See, these just soften the mirror and look really, really beautiful. Or if we go to this mirror, always things overlapping and in front of. So you see how that looks really magical? And this mirror, always overlapping and things in front of. So you never just want to see the mirror. Just found A Single Man on YouTube. It's a drama. Yes, that's the right film. Beautiful. I mean, the lighting and Julianne Moore. I saw Julianne Moore in New York, actually, just walking along. And someone said to her, I love you. And I wanted to say, I love you too. I just didn't. Always love the insights you share and give so much. Last time you were super busy, now would be a good time to invite you for a podcast. I know, unfortunately, I'm just about to take off again. I'm off to Shanghai. I'm off to Paris on Thursday. I'm off to Shanghai on the following Monday, and then back, and then I'm off to India, Hong Kong, and Shenzhen. There's a lot of travel. It's a lot of travel and a lot of shooting in between and design classes, so regrettably I haven't really got any time, sorry. Being discussed is the perfect lighting, and yes, it's the one with Colin Firth. Sorry, Abigail, one thing I've got to ask you about are kitchen doors and your suggestion for B&Q MDF. What about integrated doors? What about integrated doors?
What's the question?
About how to replace doors. What if they're integrated?
Doors are basically just like our ones, so basically where they go in front of the dishwasher or whatever. So it's the same concept.
Same concept, just put them in front of your dishwasher. Like, where Graham is standing is our dishwasher, and there's just a door in front.
The doors are actually attached to the front of the dishwasher.
Yeah, the doors are attached to the front of the dishwasher, if that makes sense. I have a pale cream stair carpet with black paneling. Oh, I answered that, didn't I? With lovely, pale, earthy browns. I love the fingerprints. Graham is cooking charred roasted broccoli with halloumi from Donna Hay Weekend. Cardamom by Farrow and Ball would be good in an east-facing bedroom. Nice. Where's your tank from? Oh my goodness. Graham, actually no, I can tell you. If you can bear my t-shirt, looking really bad. My t-shirt's looking bad. Oh, I should know this because it's a really lovely brand. Busby and Fox. Busby and Fox. I'm going to put it on the right way. They're in Devon, I believe. And they sent me some really beautiful joggers. But do you see my t-shirt is really creased now, so you'll have to excuse my t-shirt. Have you been doing any more faux wreaths again as you had a couple of years? Yes, indeed. They are coming in. Indeed. People power. Alfresco evenings I do. Okay, so how did I miss such a magical thing as a sample sale? Because you're probably not on our mailing list. I would really encourage everyone to go on our mailing list. If you're not on our mailing list, you won't get my favourite playlists, which we do quite often, some recipes, wellness, heads up on sales, heads up on sample sales. So really, really join the mailing list, because then you'll get the heads up before everybody else. And obviously, anyone that's joined our mailing list, you know, that everyone gets treated like a VIP, so they'll know a lot more what's going on before anybody else. And that was last weekend, I want to say. The Aslan mirror, no, I don't. Just wondering on size of perspective. I'll have to do Lux, sorry. It's, in a way, you know, it was a lot of headache and a lot of stress and a lot of sleepless nights because it came out of nowhere, but in a way, I think it's done me a favour, in a way, because I feel now with this new brand, who've been going for years, and so there's never any worry about that. I just think that we're opening up so many more possibilities, and after we've done this launch, we can then look at exterior, and I could never do that with Craig & Rose. So there's so many possibilities, and also that we can sell it internationally, which we never could before. So, yeah. And I'm hoping that I can start showing you sneak peeks once these formulas are now about to go to the mixing machine. They're about to mix them and then send them, so then I can start showing you, and you can yay or nay with me, and that would be really fabulous. But their finishes are really amazing. So the fact that you won't get sticky fingers on, and they're a lot more durable, but they're very super matte. So that was my thing, really super, super, super matte. And we're not going to do sample pops. We're actually going to do these peel and stick things that you can just put on your walls. So, yeah, I'm really excited about that. What colour would you recommend for north facing with small window and 2 small skylights? Warm and earthy. Browns and creams and pinks and toffees. Toffees would be amazing. Glasses are from Cubits. I love these glasses. I only got them a week ago. They're nice, aren't they? With these big, fat, like this. Glasses are from Cubits. Two-way charmer, I know. I like it the other way. I just need to wear a jacket when I do, you know, this thing around when I do this. Do you have any playlists? They all go on my mailing list. I'm not going to give them away. They take quite a bit of work to do. So if you join my mailing list, you absolutely can get them. I mean, that we're not due to do one for a couple of weeks, but if you're on my mailing list, yes. Oh, this is looking quite yummy. A little bit messy, but very yummy. Goodness me, do we need all these things?
Yes, not for the dish.
Oh no, this is the Waitrose order. Yeah. Okay, cookbooks. Here you go, in no particular order. Okay, so what do I really love? A Modern Way to Eat by Anna Jones. 30 minutes vegetarian, quick and slow, Green Kitchen Stories, love that. The Beauty Chef, love The Beauty Chef, love The Beauty Chef, love The Beauty Chef. East, love East. And these are my current books. Anna Jones, Flavour, this is Monkey's Fish Sauce. My collagen. Easy, love Easy. Palestine, love Donna Hay. And Quick and Easy Vietnamese. That's my recipes. They are my recipes. They're my cookbooks. I know I've got to wait till March as well, it's annoying. Right, sorry, I'm coming back. Oh my goodness, do you know what? Isn't it? Where has the time gone? Like, it's nearly 12:10. I'm going to do a few more questions and I have to go. I don't even know how it's 12:10. Line or floor colour, inspo for communal Victorian house split masonette, please. I don't know what colour the tiles are with the line or floor tile colour. Just if you can go warm, but I don't know what colours they are. What book is for lunch and dinner? Donna Hay Weekend. I'll go grab it if Graham can spare it for a sec.
Yeah, I can spare it for a second.
I cook from Donna Hay quite a lot. She's an Australian author, and it's called Weekend, super fast meals to make you feel good. So it's quite veggie centric, and this is charred roasted broccoli and halloumi. It doesn't actually take that long to do, and it's really yummy. And look, you can see I've had it for a while, this book. Look at all my post-it notes. So some of the other dishes, in no particular order, which I flagged, are oh yeah, I did this the other day actually. This is blimmin' nice. I made a broccoli margarita pizza, and the dough was broccoli. I've been listening so much to Zoe and broccoli. I'm just eating so much broccoli. And then what was this dish? Oh, super quick green soup. That was really yummy. I did that the other weekend. Now on this charred broccoli thing, what else have I got in here that I've flagged that's been really yum? Oh, oven-baked super green falafels. Also really nice and really easy to do. So it's a good book, actually. It's a really good book, and it's really simple, and it's very veggie-centric. Pale green stems, they were a couple of years ago. How often do you change up your decor? Not much. I swap in and out of accessories depending on the seasons, but actually paint colours and sofas and rugs, never. Always keep them. Do you think 2 mirrors in one space is too much? No, definitely not. Just make sure that you're repeating something, but just make sure that whatever you're reflecting is not a blank wall. But no, I've got tons of mirrors in mine. Gilded mirror for my mum, I have no idea where to put it. It's huge. Do it. Just make sure it's reflecting back something that's lovely, like an art piece or a plant or something. Did a film with him. She's a pro. How fabulous that you did. Today was great, thank you. Now feeling really positive about season change. Yes, listen, I'm going to leave you with a couple of things because we're talking about a new season, right? Today's September 1. So this is what I wrote down. This is for me, and I'm sharing it with you, and then I'm going to go. So I wrote down, slowing down and stopping can be just as powerful and catalyst for creativity. So we always want to, if we can, slow down and stop. Look at the sky. Did you know there was this thing called skycology? And when you just take a second and look up at the sky, and this is September 1st, we should all look up at the sky, what happens is that you feel incredibly calm and connected. Sorry, honey. Mm-hmm. So that was my other thing. In praise of doing nothing. So take a little bit of time, 5 minutes of your day to do nothing. Have a bath, have a shower, light a scented candle, deep breathe outside, and just reset and rebalance. And it's a new season. And even that we're going into the cooler months, It's a positive, not a negative, because we're going to make our homes as cozy as we possibly can. And tomorrow, and we're going to go out of our comfort zones with interiors, with food, with wellness, and tomorrow, to show you how uncomfortable I am doing my whole video with my hair up like this. And that is one of the most uncomfortable things you could possibly ask me to do, scrag my hair up. And I'm doing the whole thing with my hair scragged up and a wellness hack, and that's how we're kicking off September. And every single week and peppered into stories are going to be tips and tricks to embrace the new season on all sorts of levels. Wellness, fitness, interiors. Nailed. Happy weekend. I'm going.